So, just got done watching, let me pull this closer. Just got done watching WWE Bad Blood. Got some thoughts. This is going to be a review of WWE Bad Blood 2024. So, overall thoughts of the entire show. It was cool. It was cool. They had two big matches that you really want to see. Two gigantic matches that you really want to see. And they started off with one of those big matches. First match was the CM Punk Drew McIntyre trilogy. The end of the trilogy. The third match, Drew McIntyre has won, the CM Punk has won. Third match, Hell in a Cell. And honestly, I feel like this match should have main evented, but like WWE shit, I understand why the main event was the main event, you know, and it's mostly because what happens after the match in the main event, not the actual main event. But the first match I thought was better than every single match, and it wasn't even close. And it was the one I cared about. So, the CM Punk Drew McIntyre one, this was fantastic. This was one of the best WWE matches I've seen in a long time. A long time. It was great. It was a lot of stuff. It was tables and, you know, wrenches and a lot of that stuff. But I mostly like it because it wasn't too crazy. They kept it simple, even though there was like shit in the match, but it was mostly simple. They didn't go too crazy. If it was fucking AEW, they'll go through like 3 fucking burning tables at one fucking time and like, oh, that shit. No, it was pretty simple. Like, it was some good shit going on. They were actually wrestling, and I loved it. In a stipulation match, they were actually like really wrestling, and I was very entertained by this match, and really surprised at how shockingly good these two are together. People wanted to say CM Punk was watching matches. I don't know how, because ever since he returned to wrestling, he has been having good ass matches. He had a good match with Samoa Joe. He had a great match with MJF. I thought the Darby one was good. All of the Drew McIntyre ones was excellent. So this wash allegation on CM Punk has to go away. Has to go away. This match was a classic. This was a classic match. And I say it was a classic because it was simple shit that I really liked. And you could tell that these guys were doing shit on the fly, and I thought it was incredible. Like, it's one spot. There was a spot in the match where Drew McIntyre, CM Punk put the table in the match, and Drew McIntyre was going to get the table, but he accidentally broke it. He accidentally broke the leg on accident. Any other wrestler in that predicament will try to like go and get another table and make it look obvious. Drew McIntyre actually pulls the table out and uses it as a weapon, and when he does that, the crowd absolutely goes nuts. And then they have like this back and forth battle with the leg of the fuck. I'm like, this is fucking brilliant. I'm like, these niggas are geniuses in the ring. I'm really surprised with Drew McIntyre. Because before this feud, a lot of people were saying Drew McIntyre was like getting boring. I'm really surprised. Fun fact, I actually seen Drew McIntyre's, I mean, this ain't really a crazy fun fact, but I seen the debut with Drew McIntyre many, many years ago. I also seen the debut with CM Punk. The CM Punk one at ECW with the video package and all. But the Drew McIntyre one, I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Because back in the day, my family, we had lost cable. So SmackDown was, I think, on it was on one of them shows, because you can only go up to like channel 37, which is like TNT and stuff. We couldn't go past it because the episode on Comcast, Raw was episode 42, so I couldn't watch Raw for like a year and a half. I was only watching SmackDown, and I seen Drew McIntyre's debut when he came out with Vince. Vince introduced him out and introduced him as the chosen one, and then he had to feud with like Rey Mysterio and John Morrison, and then he became the Intercontinental Champion and move on. I am surprised at how much he has developed from there to now. He has impressed me way more than CM Punk has. Like, for real. It was incredible. Also, he did a crazy spot where he showed absolute strength, where he pulls CM Punk from like the corner of the corner, and it's like the side of the corner. He pulls him and throws him to. Bruh, this match was great. He pulls him up with like sheer strength, puts him through a table. They go in. He brings out a bag that anybody would think is thumbtacks, but he goes in and it's beads, like how CM Punk made his bracelet for his dog, and he pours it all over CM Punk. He goes for a Claymore, misses, drops his back on the steel steps. CM Punk pours it on him, put the chain on his knee. GTS, it's over. This match was one of the best matches I've seen in WWE in a long time. And this feud has been one of CM Punk's best since probably the Cena one and the Jeff Hardy one. Jeff Hardy, I'm a huge fan of the Jeff Hardy CM Punk feud. I think that feud is like super overrated, especially because at the time niggas wasn't really paying attention to CM Punk at that time, and that when he did the shit he did to Jeff Hardy, that elevated him a notch. People want to say the CM Punk John Cena shit. No, I disagree. What made CM Punk interesting was his feud with Jeff Hardy. This feud has been the best feud of 2024. Period. There has been no feud in any company better than the CM Punk Drew McIntyre one. But CM Punk gets the win, end of the feud. Now he's going to move on to other stuff. Maybe, Seth Rollins, or I don't know. Next match was Nia Jax and Bayley. Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I will say one thing. Nia Jax has improved in the ring extremely much than she used to. Basically, I'm saying she sucks way less than she used to. She still kind of sucks, but she sucks way less than she used to. She was actually doing shit in the ring. That's all I gotta say. But Nia Jax won the match. Next was Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Didn't give a shit either. I did not care about the rest of the card. I'm gonna be honest. These were throwaway matches. At first I was going in like, man, I really don't care and I really want to skip this match. But then I have to remember that Finn Balor used to be good. I don't know what happened to Finn. I just when I was seeing him walk to the ring, I was like, man, what happened? He used to be one of the best wrestlers. What happened? Now he's just like a throw-off nigga. And it's crazy because he is a Triple H dude. But that shit. And then we get they say Triple H is about to do an announcement. I'm like, please don't be another fucking title. Please do not be a motherfucking title again. I don't want to see no more titles in any more fucking companies. I'm like, bro, please do not be a motherfucking title. he's walking down the ring, and then they pan to the ring, and there's shit over its fucking cloth over a fucking belt. And I'm like, fuck. Ah. And he explains what the fuck it is. It's like, he says, at Crown Jewel, of all places, the fucking pay-per-view I hate the most, at Crown Jewel, it will be an annual thing where the heavyweight champion of Raw and the WWE champion of SmackDown will fucking face each other every year at Crown Jewel, but it won't be for their titles. They'll do it for a title at Crown Jewel, and it's a Crown Jewel belt. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why? If you want to do this, do it in the annual event that you always do it, fucking Survivor Series, bro. Like, and why did you have to make a fucking belt? What, do they keep the belt after they win, or is it like the AEW Owen Hart tournament where they fucking win a belt and then they just leave it till next year? And it's like, what? I'm like, Triple H, what the fuck? Oh, I hated this so much. But then Gunther comes out. Hey man, Gunther's fucking incredible. I fucking love Gunther. He comes out and he absolutely cooks this nigga Goldberg on the mic. Goldberg, he's just cooking him about how he's not a good wrestler, how he lied to Bret Hart about him being his favorite wrestler. And he's like, I'm the best in the world, so how could I be a fan of a one-trick pony? I'm like, he's cooking this nigga. And he says, I hope you are a better father than you were a wrestler. And then they have this whole thing, and Sami Zayn comes out and blah, 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 blah. And the next match, it is Rhea versus Liv Morgan with Dominic in the fucking Shark Tank shit. Or the Shark Cage, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm a big fan of Rhea Ripley. Did not like this match at all. Nope. First of all, it was an okay match. Overall, it was an okay match. But it was no like, I should be watching this, I should be excited to watch this. It was another like whatever match. I don't care about the love triangle shit. The shit fucking, I don't like it. I don't like any love triangle bullshit in wrestling. No more. I fucking hate it. I've hated it ever since the Edge and fucking Vicky Guerrero shit. I fucking hate it all. So, Dominic all the way on the top of the fucking fish cage while the match is concluding. He falls out of it, which I thought was real. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking scary. But he falls out, he hangs on it. Then, this was, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Rhea goes in the ring. And she talks to the referee. And she asks the fucking referee to give me a minute outside. I'm like, what is this? When has this? And the fucking referee says, okay. Like, nigga, what? That's fucking cheating. What are you? Nigga, you're not. She thought she was the Rock. She thought she was the fucking Rock. She thought she was the fucking Rock. And it's not a pun intended for the night. She dead ass asked the referee, let me get a minute outside the ring where you know it's a 10 count outside the ring. And the fucking referee agrees. I'm like, what the fuck? I hate this shit. And then it gets worse. She goes outside, she grabs a fucking kendo stick, she's hitting Dominic Mysterio. Then fucking Raquel comes out, hits fucking Rhea in front of the referee, which I guarantee that wasn't supposed to happen. Because I'm gonna go in depth because this shit was not supposed to happen. I know for a fact it wasn't going to happen because the aftermath of this shit. She hits Rhea in front of the referee with no pop. Exactly, no pop. She got no pop at all. The fucking crowd is dead silent. She goes in the ring, hits the fucking. The referee's trying to. I'm looking right at it. The referee is trying to walk away, while fucking Raquel is walking to the ring, and he tried like nigga. She walked right past you, and he now he's in a fucked up situation because now he has to ring the bell. And I know exactly what the finish was supposed to be. Raquel was supposed to hit, Rhea and put her in the ring, do the finish, and then have Liv put her on Rhea, and then count the 1, 2, 3. This what the fuck happened. Raquel hits Rhea in front of the referee, like dead ass. They're next to her and the referee is next to each other. She's walking Rhea back to the ring. The fucking ref is awkwardly walking towards Dominic, like trying to act like he didn't see what happened right in front of his fucking face. She gets in the ring. Now he has to ring the bell, so he rings the bell. Fucking Raquel still puts Liv on Rhea. She still puts Liv on Rhea for the pin when she already heard the bell ring. And it was this awkward moment where she had to take fucking on, and then she tried to carry her. She couldn't even carry her right. And this is why I know this wasn't supposed to happen, because after they fucking play Liv's theme music like she won the match. A disqualification means she lost. They play it like she won the match, and they're celebrating the loss of the match. You could be like, oh, it's a heel thing because she's a heel. No. They just didn't know how to think on the fly, and they were celebrating like they won the fucking match. The internet shit was fucking awful. It was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. but okay. Last part. Oh yeah. The main event. The main event. Big main event. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Jacob comes out with a normal ass shit. Then Cody Rhodes comes out. And when Cody Rhodes come out, I'm like, oh yeah. He might be the champion, but he is not the top dog still. He is not the top dog. Roman Reigns is still the nigga. Because if you go out before, if you don't go out last, you're not the nigga. Cody Rhodes, you are not the nigga still. Even though you're the champion, even though you got, high merch sales, you are not Roman. And the entrances made that shit understood. Cody Rhodes come out with like this fucking band and shit. At first it's good, but then once it starts colliding with the fucking music, it starts sounding fucking terrible. And I'm like, what the fuck? Cody, don't ever do that again. Don't ever have that shit happen again. And then Roman comes out. And he has his orchestra doing the shit. And this shit sounded like a fucking video game, but this shit was intense. And Roman comes out, this nigga got aura for fucking days. You can tell, you look at him, and you look at Solo, and you look, be like, if you haven't watched wrestling ever, you'll be like, who you think is the main boss or the tribal chief of this situation? Is it this dude Solo Sikoa or is Roman Reigns? 100 niggas out of 100 niggas are picking Roman Reigns. He just comes off like that nigga. So he comes in the ring. Okay. The match was it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't better than a Punk match, I'm gonna be honest. No. And niggas don't expect it to be good. With Roman Reigns matches, you are expecting for the ending. I mean, not the ending, but like the end of the match, the after shit. Because that's where most of his main events shine. So it was a cool match. Thing I will have to say, I felt in the match, they didn't give Jacob the right respect. I don't want to say it like that, but they didn't give him like the moment where he feels like that nigga, where he should be feeling like that nigga as the enforcer. Like, they try to make it seem like Solo is it, but you don't believe that Solo is like respected. Like, they giving a lot of respect to like Solo as a nigga, but when you look at it as a viewer, you know you want to respect Jacob. And I felt like it should have been a moment where they should have respected him a lot, where him and Roman should have like a standoff when they first had their standoff. They should have been like like the first time. That's why I thought Solo should have started off the match, but Jacob started off the match with Cody. But they don't do none of that. When Solo first tags in Jacob to fight Roman is like in a corner and they just jump him. It wasn't like no intense moment where, oh my God, this nigga, because a lot of niggas want to see the Roman and Jacob match. But it wasn't no moment where we're like, oh my God, this nigga Jacob. Like, they have been respecting him throughout like the timeline where they haven't had like Roman beat this nigga up for real. But there should have been a moment in this match where they tagged in Jacob while Roman was in, and there was an intense moment with like a walk, like the walk towards each other moment where it should have got serious. We never got that, which I had a problem with, because as Jacob, as the enforcer, he's supposed to be like the nigga that's damn near unbeatable. Kind of like how they tried to portray Solo, but he wasn't believable enough. Fucking Michael Cole said, look at the fucking category of niggas Solo beat this year. Like, what? Last thing I remember him beating was fucking Cena. And that was ages ago. That was before Mania. That was the last nigga I remember him beating. Bruh, it was like a record, like he was like 0-34 after the fucking Cena match. So, bruh, he is not believable as a top nigga. Solo. He's not. But we get to the end of the match. We get towards the end of the match. Cody dives on Jacob like how Jacob did previously. So Cody's out of the match, and that was just Roman and Solo. And they go at it. Then the other bloodlines, Tama Tonga and Tagaloa, comes out helping Solo. And then Jimmy comes out, and Jimmy stops those two. And then Roman gets the spear, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, okay. And they hug and they embrace and they all the shit. I'm like, okay. So now Survivor Series is around the corner. Now we are setting up for a Bloodline versus Bloodline, to where Solo's group will be Solo, Tagaloa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. And it will be Roman's Bloodline with Roman, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. And I'm like, okay, they're about to start building to this shit. And they're building this shit now because Jimmy has been going a long time. So it's time to start doing it. That was the case until Dwayne returns. Dwayne, if you smell what the Rock is cooking, Dwayne has returned at Bad Blood at the end, where he walks out and he says 1, 2, 3, and he gets me my music, and then he leaves. So now that the Rock is back, that throws a wrench into a lot of shit, like it always does. Which every time Dwayne comes into the fold, it throws a wrench into shit. Now I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. To where now the possibility is at War Games is going to be the new Bloodline with Rock as the tribal chief, with now it's going to be 5 niggas instead of 4. Which I'm going to tell you why I do not like this. Now it would be The Rock. Well, it's still the conversation of which Bloodline will The Rock join. The Rock is not fucking joining Roman's fucking bloodline. He's joining the bad guys. If he joins the good guys, that'd be fucking stupid. Because you got 2 top dogs in there, and Solo is not believable as a big dog, but The Rock is. The Rock 100% is, the tribal chief candidate that you would believe. And they're clearly setting up for The Rock and Roman WrestleMania match. Which is going to happen. So, now it's 5 niggas. Now it will be The Rock, Solo, Tama Tonga, Tagaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Now, for the 5 niggas, it will be Roman, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has to be in there. If he's not in there, that's fucking trash. Period. Sami has to be in there. And it needs to be like a moment where these 2 go on. But now since The Rock in here, you gotta have fucking Cody in here. I don't want fucking Cody in this. He has nothing to do with this bloodline shit. This will be just inserting niggas. This will be him turning into John Cena, where they just inserting him into shit he shouldn't be involved in. But there is a possibility, because War Games it could be a very dangerous match to where The Rock just does not participate in it. And he's like controlling shit behind the scenes, but he doesn't participate in the actual War Games because he's still focused on his movie career, and he wouldn't want to get hurt. And they know he's going to be like very intense in the training and being involved in a match where I don't think they would want him to get hurt. I would hope for that possibility where he just don't participate in the War Games, and it'll just be those 4 versus those 4, the OG bloodline with Sammy versus the new bloodline, and that will be an epic moment. But that's all for today. I thought it was an alright pay-per-view. Thanks everybody for watching, like and subscribe, and I'm out.